this is Sharmila Mehta with Keller Williams Realty here in Austin, Texas. Welcome to Champagne with Sharmila, a video series where we discuss everything related to homes. In today's episode, I have an interesting guest, Jamie Ziegler. And Jamie is multi-talented. She is both a lender and she's also now started working with a home warranty company. So she helps secure home loans and she also helps secure homes. Let's talk about some tips and trends in getting loans, and also she will talk about should we really get a home warranty when we buy a home. So with that, Jamie.
Awesome. Hi there. So you were asking tips and trades about getting a loan. So
yeah. So let's talk about first-time home buyers. What do they do? How do they get ready to buy a home? Because the first thing is you need to be able to qualify for a loan, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The majority of people that come to me, your business may be a little bit different, but the majority of people that come to me, I work with realtors from all over. I have 3 or 4 different states that I actually do lending in that people come to me. They always come to me and they say, hey, what's my interest rate going to be? And so I always tell people, I say that is it's a broad stroke. It's painting a broad stroke because I don't know what your credit score is. I don't know what your income is. I don't know what your W-2 said. I don't know if you've been claiming tips for the last 2 years or commissions or bonuses the last 2 years or not. So what I like to do to tell anybody to qualify really and get that ball moving so that they're on time and things aren't behind and delayed is come to me with all the information that you have. Give it to me ahead of time. Let's see what you actually qualify for. Let's see if your DTI, which is your debt to income, your front ratio, your back end ratio, let's see if those are both, if they're cohesive and things are working out well. And if they are, then we can move forward at that point and then we can talk about rate.
Okay. So, is there any kind of savings that people need to have? I mean, tell us about, let's say somebody who's buying a home for the very first time, and let's say they want to buy a $500,000 home.
Sure.
So just as an example, do they need to have $100,000 saved up? What should be their expenses? How do they know that they can qualify for a $400,000 home or a $500,000 home?
Sure. So what's going to help them qualify for that home is what I'm going to tell them. So it's going to be their debt to income. It's going to be their income that they actually make, their credit score, things like that. But when people are coming to me and they're saying, hey, this is the loan amount that I'm wanting, I always like to try to keep people in the purchase price that they want for where they want their payments to be. Not everybody wants their payments to be, $2,000 a month. Some people come to me and they say, Jamie, I really want to buy a $400,000 home, but I want to keep my payments at $1,350. And I have to tell people in Austin, it's kind of unrealistic. So tax rates vary. We're looking at about 2.1, sometimes 2.3, sometimes even a little bit higher in some of the areas that we have.
Yep.
So folks don't always realize the frustrating part about getting a loan and a mortgage is that they have to look at that and say, I could be paying $450 a month, all the way up to $1,000, $1,200 a month for just property taxes.
Right.
And that doesn't even get us into paying for anything else, interest, anything that has to go towards paying off their home, so that loan. So that kind of answer your question?
Yeah. I also work with a lot of investors, and Austin being a growing city, I keep getting calls from people in California, New York, different parts of the country that they want to invest here in Austin. And of course, there are locals who want to, they own one home and now they want to invest in a duplex or another single family home. Tell us, how do you know that you can go ahead and buy another investment property or multiple investment properties? Can you kind of expand on that?
It's going to come down to your income. So if you have income that can support that and you have a credit score that can support that and you have a down payment, we're good to go, right? The majority of people are wanting to put down 25%. So an investment property, that usually is what is the protocol for how to put down 25%.
Yeah.
I, as a broker, have a lot of different products that I have available. I can do different things in my portfolio where I can offer anywhere between 15 to 20% down for investment properties.
Oh, really? Okay.
And so what I'll tell people is that's the minimum that they'd have to put down, depending upon what program we decide to go with.
Okay.
So that kind of helps, people, a lot of people that are wanting to do investment programs, They're pulling money out, they're pulling HELOCs out, they're taking investments from other places, they're doing 1031 exchanges, things of that nature. But with us, anywhere between 15 and 20% down.
Cool. One of the things Jamie does, as I mentioned in the beginning, is also she helps with home warranty. And I know that a lot of us often wonder, do we really need to get home warranty? Is it really worth it? So Jamie, why don't you, talk about your views on getting home warranty and just kind of explain what are some of the things to look for when deciding which home warranty to go with?
Perfect. Okay, so I can say in my 42 years of being alive, I've had over 28 homes between personal properties that I've owned and investment properties that I've had, fix and flips, things like that. One of the things that kind of got me into the business that I'm in right now, obviously, is my experiences sitting at the closing table, working with various realtors, working with various lenders. They have not all gone very smooth. When you are buying a property that either needs to be fixed and flipped, or you're purchasing that home to move into it and call it your home, I always find that people sitting at the buyer and the seller side, you always have two people that are fighting over and struggling over something. So what I tell people is, if you're the selling agent and I'm the buying agent, our clients want two things. One, they want things fixed in the house that there's either a concern about, or they think, hey, you know what, it looks a little bit old, I need things, I'm concerned that AC unit or that furnace is gonna break down. I'm concerned that the saltwater filtration system that we have in the pool is old, it may not be very great. It's not the best company or the best filter I've heard of. So I want that to be replaced, right? Your buyer, your seller is not very happy about that because they're saying, hey, I've spent a lot of time and energy in my home, my air conditioner works well, the saltwater filtration system is great. I don't want to give them a $5,000 or $10,000 credit, okay? Most people coming in tend to not fix everything, right, that they kind of get credits for. So I think there's a lot of bad blood kind of going on between a sale and a purchase. And what I tell people is I say, hey, look, a home buyer's warranty does two things. It puts you, the seller, at ease because it's saying, you know what, I'm not having to dole out thousands of dollars at closing to write a check to make this deal work. And me, as the buying agent, I'm saying, hey, guess what? Client A, B, and C are very happy about this because they know that everything in this home is secure, it's taken care of, it's insured. If they can't fix it, they're going to come out, they're going to send someone out to replace it, or they're going to repair it, right? Mm-hmm. So it bridges that gap between there being conflict and people sitting around negotiating over thousands of dollars at the closing table. And I love that. One of the differences that I would tell people to look for when looking at a company such as 210 Home Buyers Warranty that I work for is look at the T's and C's, terms and conditions. So when it comes to Freon, we will replace all the Freon. I don't care if it's 2 pounds, 10 pounds. If you have 10 pounds of Freon that needs to go in the system, you probably need a new one. But we will replace all of those, and we don't charge anything additional to that.
Okay, that's an important
Absolutely.
thing to consider,
especially here in Austin.
Yes. All right. Well, that was some really helpful information about securing a loan and securing a new home that you buy. Have seller pay for your home warranty, at least for the first year. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time and all the tips you gave. Until next time, I'm Sharmila.